Hi, Joe Freeman, Mike Richman of the Oregonian and OregonLive.com. It took a spirited halftime speech from Terry Stotts, a heck of a night from Damian Lillard, and contributions from various other players up and down the roster. But the Blazers were able to defeat the Denver Nuggets Sunday night at the Moda Center 112-105 in what was a relatively easy win for them. They led by as many as 17 points in the second half. Kind of overcame, was it not 17?
They were up 16. They were trailed by 17.
See, you can flip numbers.
That's why
around,
we're both here.
Exactly. Which was courtesy of a huge, I believe it was 36-15 third quarter, right after said spirited Terry Stotts halftime rant. Blazers were awful in the first, horrible on defense, really got outplayed and out-hustled and sort of had a lack of effort in a lot of ways, particularly defensively. But right from the first possession of the second half, it was a different team with a different energy and a different, I guess, spirit.
Yeah, CJ McCollum describes Terry Stotts' halftime speech as animated, but I think it was a little more X-rated than animated. Ed Davis said it was something he couldn't repeat on television, and Damian Lillard said it was probably ranked up there with as angry as he's seen Coach Stotts. He's normally a laid-back guy. This is sort of not his MO. He's as even keel as they come. He's not a screamer. Tonight he screamed, and it really worked. The Blazers dominated the third quarter, changed the game, totally sort of flipped the game on its head, and Denver was on the second night of a back-to-back. If they needed to put them away and not sort of let them hang around, and they were able to do that with a big third quarter. And in the fourth, they played really well and almost seemingly cruised to a victory before the Nuggets got a little bit close in the final 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, I asked Evan Turner what an angry Terry Stotts looked like, and he sort of paused and said, really red. He said that cowlick gets flying and everything. So it was, in the end, a humorous situation for the Blazers. But these are the kind of moments that Terry has. He's got a pulse on his team in his locker room as well as any coach that I've been around, and he definitely picks his moments to do these sorts of things. So usually if he does, you know it's necessary. Few individual notes. Damian Lillard finished with 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists in a really nice game for him. CJ added 21 points, but 23 shots. So it wasn't a very efficient night. And Evan Turner didn't have a good shooting night, 5 for 17, but he did have a good stat line, 14 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 0 turnovers in what was his most aggressive performance in quite some time. And a couple individual notes on Damian Lillard. He continues his prolific scoring spree. He now has 338 points through 11 games for the Blazers. That's the most by any player through 11 games in franchise history. He also surpassed Jeff Petrie for 5th on Portland's all-time assists ledger with those 6 assists. He now has 2,058 in his Blazers career.
Myers Leonard, Mo Harkless both had scored in double digits. Mason Plumlee was there too. That's 6 Blazers in double figures, sort of a rarity these days. But they're finally figuring out how to get contributions from people not named Lillard. Pretty good sign.
Next game, Tuesday night, Chicago Bulls at the Moda Center. We will talk to you after that.